she's been brave enough to take me on.
And I suppose in love.
Of course.
Whatever in love means.
Well, it
Put your own interpretation.
obviously means two very happy people.
Yes,
Well,
thank you.
as you can see.
Well, from us, congratulations.
Thank you
Thank you
very
very
much.
much. Very kind.
Could I ask you first, Your Royal Highness, and you, Lady Diana, what do you think you've got in common?
Gracious, what a difficult question. What do you think we got in common?
Sense of humour. Every outdoor activity, except I don't ride.
So never do that.
Lots of things, really.
What about you, sir?
No, I think certainly, I mean, all sorts of things. Certainly a sort of love of the outdoors, and you know, she's a very energetic character as well, which is very encouraging. And music and interests like that, and skiing. Great skier. I haven't seen her skiing yet.
Is she better than you?
Well, I don't know, but I mean, my philosophy is just go downhill as fast as I can, and I'm sure yours is too, isn't
I
it?
never turn.
It must have been tremendous strain over the past few months for you, and now all of a sudden you can come and stand here in front of the cameras hand in hand. Has it been a strain trying to carry out a courtship without anyone knowing?
What do you think?
Yes, it has, but I think anyone in the position we've been in would feel pressure and everything. But it's been worthwhile. But a bit.
Because the Prince has been in this position all his life. It was something that was entirely new to you, of course.
Yes, but I hope I coped all right. Still around, anyway.
I think everyone's full of admiration for the way you did go, if I may say so.
What about the proposal, Your Royal Highness? How did that come about?
Well, I asked Diana before she went to Australia, 2 days before, because I thought it would be a good idea that, apart from anything else, if she went to Australia, she could then think about it, and if she didn't like the idea, she could say she didn't, but if she did, she could say that. But in fact, you actually said,
Yes, quite
yes,
wrong.
Queen.
Before you went to Australia?
Yes.
And I got to sit on it for 3 weeks.
Must have been an agonising 3 weeks. Did you speak at all? I mean, the phone lines must have been pretty busy between here and Australia.
Yes, we tried, but it was quite difficult because I think there was a certain amount of press interest there, although they never actually found you, did they?
No.
But I rang up on one occasion and I said, can I speak? And they said, no, we're not taking any calls. So I said, well, is the Prince of Wales speaking? How do I know it's the Prince of Wales? Came back to reply. So I said, well, you don't, but I am. And I was enraged. And I mean, eventually I got the number because they were staying somewhere else. But they said, oh, the phones are tapped or something, which I found highly unlikely.
Do you find it a very daunting experience that yesterday you were a nanny looking after children, now you're about to marry the Prince of Wales, and one day you would, in all likelihood, be Queen? It's a tremendous change for someone, if I may say, of 19 to make all of a sudden, the transition.
It is, but I've had a small run up to it all in the last 6 months. And next to Prince Charles and I can't go wrong. He's there with me.
Are you planning, you must be planning for the future, where you're going to live and this sort of thing? You talk
Oh,
about
yes,
that?
yes, yes. I mean, I got this house in Gloucestershire, which I acquired last year.
With marriage in mind?
No, not really. I mean, I did want somewhere very much as a base, and I wanted somewhere which was nearer to the Duchy of Cornwall areas that I could reach then and visit people and look at the farms and things. And so that was very convenient. But obviously, it's been a great help. There's a lot to be done. It's going to be marvellous to have somebody to help sort it out.
As Lady Diana's father described her this morning as, he said he thought she'd make a very good housewife.
I was hoping you said that.
Well, we've yet to see. But,
Can you take us back to when you first met? If you can remember. Can you remember when you first met?
Yes, certainly can. It was 1977. Prince Charles came to stay as a friend of my sister Sarah's for a shoot. We sort of met in a ploughed field.
I'm slightly previous to that, but I know.
And what did you think then? What was your instant impression, both of you? What did you think about Lady Diana then?
I remember thinking what a very jolly and amusing and attractive 16-year-old she was. And I mean, great fun and fancy and full of life and everything. And I don't know what you thought of me.
Pretty amazing.
Did it cross either of your minds that in 3 years' time you would be announcing your engagement, thinking of getting married?
No,
No.
not at all.
At what point did you decide that this was the right lady for you? I mean,
Well, gradually. And I suppose towards the end of the summer and the autumn last year. And I began to realise, what was going on in my mind and hers in particular. And all these things help. But, it was a gradual business.
Did you find it a very hard decision, Lady Diana?
I had a long time to think about it because I knew the pressure was on both of us. And well, it wasn't a difficult decision in the end. It's what I wanted. It's what I want. And I
I
had a
haven't seen the ring. Maybe have a look at your...
yes, wonderful sapphire diamond.
When
Flash
were you
it,
given
right?
that? Just last night? Or-
No, Sunday.
But not wearing it
No.
yesterday?
No,
Keeping it hidden.
pretty hidden.
And when did you tell the Queen that this was what you wanted to do?
Well, about 3 weeks ago. So, as I say, we've had to sit on it and hide it for 3 weeks, which hasn't been all that easy. But I was absolutely determined that it was going to be as near a secret as possible on the actual day. That was my ambition.
But you're both obviously excited, but it must have been awfully difficult trying to keep that secret.
Yes,
Very good for us.
and very good
I mean, good practice.
Yes.
and good for the people we told too. Quite interesting to see who can keep secrets.
But it did pop up in the Times this morning, yes.
Yes, someone talked to the right newspaper.
That's what they call the top people's newspaper.
No announcement yet of where and when?
Do you mean the actual wedding? No, because there was a lot to be decided. But
Yeah.
when is probably in the latter half of July, I should think. It's I think quite a useful time for all sorts of different reasons, and the actual place will be decided.
Honeymoon plans, or was that something you have to talk about now it's official?
Well, I mean, we had vague discussions about it, but a lot depends on what happens now. There are lots of different alternatives, and the difficulty is to go somewhere where I can actually get away from everything else.
Yes. The rest of the family have had that experience in the past.
Yes. But that'll come before long.
Because now, having agonised, if you like, puzzled over it and decided, you're now going to be separated again because you're going to Australia, New
Yes.
Zealand.
Yes.
And you'll be away, 5-6 weeks? Something like that.
Yes.
What are you going to do in the meantime?
Oh, don't worry, Ash, we're very busy.
Not back to the nursery and not
No.
back to flat sharing, presumably.
No.
You've moved to your accommodation.
I've been moving all over the place, actually.
Try and keep away from it.
Possibly, yes.
But you sort of made a little grimace there as if you rather like flat sharing, and that is something.
No,
You're
I
giving
was
up.
referring to the children. I miss them.
You miss looking after the
Yes.
children.
Nice.
Well, they certainly miss you, won't they?
Hope so.
Have you been to see them at all?
No, I haven't been to it. No. I think that'd be.
No, it was a bit of a giveaway.
Yes, that's right, yes.
Well, I mean, the moment you appear anyway, then people automatically jump to conclusions.
Yes. Well, no, it must be a great relief to you.
But it is right. Yes. Yeah.
Has the...
Awfully sorry, Tony. Can I just...
Absolutely.
yes,
You find it a
Legitimate-
strange thing to walk out
legitimate
hand
habit.
onto the terrace there and find photographers waiting and know that you're doing the right thing. You don't have to run and hide.
Well, I mean, I thought it would, but it didn't really in the end.
Everyone can turn their attention now to younger men.
I'd love to hear that.
Are we back in business now? And we're winding up. Yes, right.
Are you both rather happy? Yes, okay.
I think all I was really going to say is, can you find the words to sum up how you feel today, both of you?
Difficult to find the right sort of word, isn't it, really? Just delighted and happy. And I'm amazed that she's been brave enough to take me on.
And I suppose in love.
Whatever in love means.
Well, it
You can
obviously
put your own
means,
interpretation.
obviously means two very happy people.
As you can see.
Well, from us, congratulations.
Thank you
Thank
very
you very
much.
much. It's very kind.